I'm back again. This is the Joe is Hungry channel, deep fried, dipped, and tossed right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. And you'd never guess, we have more birthday shout-outs. Bryce, Colin, Kenneth, and Cooper, Gavin, Stanimir, Statler, and Tyler, Brian, Leland, Ian, and Jaden, Billy, Jack, Eric, and Preston. Happy birthday to everybody. Today we're headed over to Popeyes to check out their new honey lemon pepper wings, which are hand-battered and breaded, marinated and deep fried, tossed in a blend of honey, lemon, and black pepper. They also include an order of buttermilk ranch sauce. Each 6-piece order will literally decimate your daily diet with a whopping 1,305 calories. I have the stats on the screen and in the description below. A 6-piece order will abscond $5.99 from your dwindling cash reserves, make it a combo for $8.29 before taxes in Georgia. Unfortunately, Popeyes hides their serving weights from their loyal customers. I reached out as they always do, and they did respond, but they just sent me back the original nutritional information minus the serving weights. And that's pretty much the last I've heard. Well, Popeyes, there's no more hiding the facts because you're at the Joe is Hungry channel where we deal with things like this. Because later in the video, we're gonna do the Joe is Hungry weight test and calculate the actual real out the door fast food price per ounce. So let's spread our wings and roll the drive-thru ad. Popeyes in Cartersville, Georgia.
One moment, we'll be right with you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's pouring rain right now. This is an all-weather operation.
Hello, thank you for choosing Popeyes.
Yeah, could I get 3 honey lemon pepper wings? They're 3 orders of 6.
Okay, I have about a 10-minute wait on those right now. The person in front of you just got 48.
That'll be all right. Could you make it 4 then?
Yeah, it'll be about a 10-minute wait.
Thank you.
Okay, so 4 orders of the 6-piece.
Correct.
Would you like to have the 24 wings?
No, I just want the 4 separate orders.
Okay. Do you want combos?
No, no combo.
That is $25.64.
Got it. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
Got it. Thank you, my dear.
All right, so you can just go ahead and find your parking spot, and when the
Could I pull up that penalty box?
Because then you're gonna be on my timer. I told you it's gonna be a wait. Got a 10-minute wait.
All right, well, I'm gonna go on that side and back into the spot.
That's fine.
Thank you, my dear. As I expected, we're off to the penalty box. Here we are. We find ourselves in the penalty box once again. But hopefully it's for a good cause, namely getting it cooked fresh to order. Please bring me my chicken. Please bring me my chicken. That's my 4 orders.
4 orders.
Thank you, dear. I was beginning to get a little bit worried there. Now it's time to do the Joe is Hungry temperature test. They bunched my orders up into one big package. Let me see if I can get this thing fixed. 1 moment later. Chicken strip number 1 is 169.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicken number 2 is 160.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicken wing number 3 is 165.2 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you who are new here, I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter is, of course, better. These things fall within spec. So today, Popeyes, Cartersville, you pass the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to take a deeper dive, sharpen the knives, fire up the scales, head back to the studios, and do the Joe is Hungry weight test. And if you've noticed, this isn't the correct container for these wings. They normally come in a black container that does not have holes in the bottom, so the juice doesn't leak out all over your seat, which it did. As you saw, when I went through the drive-thru and ordered my wings, they didn't say a word about not having the correct size of container. They just put them in 2 large containers, mixed them all together, and assumed that I wouldn't notice. When I went back in asking for more containers, trying to rescue the video, they kind of looked at me and acted like it was my fault. But guys, You can do better than this. If you don't have something, just tell me. I may be making videos, but I pay for my food, so I am a paying customer. But we are the Joe is Hungry channel. We adapt. We get things done. So we're going to take off the packaging. In other words, we're going to set the chair on the scales. Lemon pepper number 1 is 8.60 ounces. Lemon pepper number 2 is 9.30 ounces. Lemon pepper number 3 is 8.55 ounces, or 244 grams. Well, the weights actually aren't that far apart, but today I can neither give them a pass nor a fail, mainly because I have manipulated the packaging. In other words, I separated them out and put them in these little boxes. That's really all I had left to do. And Popeyes chooses not to give us any serving weights. Hey, if they come through for me, I'll leave it in the comments. And that only leaves one more thing, and that is to add them all up, average them out, do the math, and you come up with a kind of a high, middle of the road, 68 cents an ounce. So now it's time to do the one and only, the Joe is Hungry big reveal. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. We've seen what it looks like, we saw how much it was, and frankly, it really doesn't look a lot different than its advertised photo. You know, I'll give them that. It's not a terrible price. But that only leaves one more test to do, and that would be the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test, engage. They're attractive. They have a nice color. They were cooked more or less fresh. When I look at them, I just want to take a bite. But that's where it all ends for me. The sauce is medium, about a 4 to 5 on the 1 to 10 Joe heat-o-meter. But that's really not the root of the problem. Actually, I can tolerate a little bit of heat. Sometimes it actually adds to the flavor. It's the honey flavor and the lemon and the heat tend to combine together to make this weird repellent taste that I just can't get out of my mouth. It's like they were working on this in the lab and just couldn't make it taste good, so they added a lot of heat to cover it up. And you don't want to eat this thing in your car unless you're willing to get a deep cleaning the next day to get it all out. This stuff is so sticky, it's going to take an industrial solvent to break it up. Was this any better straight out of the drive-thru, or should I say penalty box? Well, to determine that, we're going to have to look back in time, see if Shadow Joe still lives, and do the Joe is Hungry Sneak-a-Doodle Bite. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 1. Sneak-a-doodle bite number 2. Sneak-a-doodle bite number 3. It is it's hot. Sneak-a-doodle. Wow. Oh well, that's not good. Now it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths and the bottom of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the score that it really deserves. Popeyes, with flavor, this is probably one of the worst chicken wings I've ever had. Guys, are you mad at me? Why did you send me there? Anyway, some of you may like this. Some of you may go gaga over this. Leave it in the comments. Maybe I'm off base. But today, Popeyes. I'm gonna have to go 1.9. That is my number. This is my review, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.